front. I think if anything will come, it will be Warren Gilbert against Tom Woolfall. Gilbert is closing, still not. Safely, however, because we've seen contact there already today during the Focus Cup race, and through corner makeup, hard on the brakes for Burries, and at the end of the first lap, it's textbook stuff from Tom Rowlands, who keeps nice and tight to the pit wall and leads the field at the end of a very important first lap. James Jennings is second, third is Paul Bailey, fourth is Tom Woolfall, down one spot. Warren Gilbert has work to do if he wants to score as many points as possible in his quest to become the sprint champion. Down that back straight they go, then the short sprint towards the Wilson hairpin. Gilbert's late on the brakes. He's unnervingly late on the brakes. I thought for a moment he was sure to go wide as he did one lap before, but instead he gets his stop and he looks towards the inside now, and Palmer's against Tom Woolfall. Woolfall thinks about defending and then realises there's not a whole lot of point because the Lamborghini is already there, but the KTM with a grip and downforce carries the momentum all the way around the outside of the left-hander, and still Woolfall is ahead and crucially slowing up Warren Gilbert. Will there be a look to the inside of Agostini? Of course there is. Once again, Warren Gilbert thinks about it, and once again, not close enough because the mid-corner speed of that KTM is going to give all sorts of problems. This is for fourth position in the overall order. It's for second in Group GTC and could potentially decide the Sprint Championship, let's not forget. As we go through Augies, next up is going to be Williams. It needs to be a good exit from that one for Warren Gilbert, but the KTM is so strong in the double right to Gilbert, I'm not sure he's going to be close enough on this lap number 2. As well behind the wheel of that 72 BMW. Another lap is clipped in. Possibly Charlotte Gilbert out front according to the timing screen, but that would certainly surprise me given we would normally expect Tom Rowlands in these sorts of events. As Paul Bailey turns into turn 1 closely, followed by Tom Woolfall. And in turn, Warren Gilbert. Out the other side they come. Is Gilbert going to be close enough to challenge on the brakes against Tom Woolfall? Gilbert thinks, you know what, it's not worth that kind of risk, and he darts and ducks around to the inside, possibly Palmer's not close enough there either. Back on the power they'll go. The pair of them having caught Paul Bailey quite significantly on that last lap. They were over half a second quicker than the GTO Lamborghinis. To the inside feints Warren Gilbert. Lock up from Tom Woolfall in the KTM. Is this an opportunity on the exit maybe for Warren Gilbert? He'll have to get his nose alongside on the run towards Hamilton, which is brave at the best of times. He wasn't close enough to do so as they close in on the GTO Lambo of Paul Bailey. And then with that KTM bottled up, I wonder, maybe, just maybe, it won't be able to carry the corner speed it would like to the double right. It's an opportunity to go the way Warren Gilbert coming in on that Bentley straight. The Lamborghini in the back of that queue, closing up that into the books. Down the straight they come, and this is where Warren Gilbert will have an advantage. This is where Warren Gilbert is hauling him in. He's got the rope and he's pulling in Tom Woolfall. Woolfall covers the inside. Gilbert not close enough into the first corner once again. This is a battle that could run and run and run here, because you get the feeling that Woolfall, if he got overtaken, would be much quicker in the middle of the corners and potentially be quite hard to shake off. Warren Gilbert looks towards the inside of the hairpin, it's not available. He looks towards the outside of the Wilson hairpin, it's not available. He looks towards the inside of Palmer's, you guessed it, it's not available there either. Tom Opel doing everything you could possibly need to do to defend a line like this. And it's at the moment keeping Warren Gilbert bottled up behind. Now Tom Opel, not really a consideration for the Sprint Championship points, having not contested any rounds prior to Donington Park last time out. And as a result, he's out there looking to score points, looking to pick up a trophy, but very much an obstacle for Warren Gilbert, not a whole lot more, an obstacle that he can't quite get through on his own back right and Williams there at now. Once again, that KTM looks absolutely mega in that parking lot. It's like, is this finally the opportunity for his run? Wasn't aware of it before it got underway, before that ever comes to fruition. Battle, I anticipate he'll manage to close in the car ahead actually. Right-hander, then Paul Bailey gets onto a straight where that GT power is untouchable. Similar sort of power, if not a little bit more, for Warren Gilbert, who this time has a proper overlap on the run towards Ritchie's. He'll be on the outside of Tom Opel, who's late on the brakes towards the right-hander. There are the jumping and swirling around on that rear axle. Gilbert still cannot make progress. In towards the Wilson hairpin they'll come once again. Is Gilbert late enough on the brakes? There he is, but he's on the outside and still what Tom Opel clings on to 4th position overall. Let's not forget, this could easily become the 3rd overall because Paul Bailey, despite the battling behind him, is not getting away. I wonder if he's actually the slowest of that trio. However, he's the one who's not being challenged on every single apex and as a result can run his line.
Unfortunately, the day goes from bad to worse for Woodrow Motorsport because the 72 is back into the pit lane and it's got a diff pump which is not seeming to work as it should do. So Kevin Clark said he didn't really want to push it, didn't want to do more damage because he's been kindly asked to drive the car by Chris Murphy, so he brought that one in. Unfortunately for the second side, the Hellblade power as well. Earlier on during qualifying are continuing as well, unfortunately. So 2 down here in the pit lane with me.
Such a shame for Joe Racing in particular, as we mentioned, we've only been getting quicker over the course of the year, so for them not to be able to show that. Tom Opel got bottled up by Paul Bailey through the right of Ortiz and Williams, and that's when he's on towards Brundle and Turn Nelson, and Warren Gilbert now back up class of 22 points here, which importantly is already more than his Sprint Championship rival by and back towards Sneak Hub once more. Next up on Warren Gilbert's target list is going to be Paul Bailey. It's GT3 spec Lambo against GTC Super Trofeo specification of Lamborghini. We've seen this battle a few times over the course of the year. It seems to be that in the quick corners, all that downforce from the GT3 spec 28 car is able to carry a bit more mid-corner speed as Warren Gilbert goes out wide at the Wilson hairpin. However, change of directions, and particularly accelerating off of a slow corner, that's where the Super Trofeo car is a little bit quicker, despite having narrower tyres, despite having slightly less clever electronics and indeed aerodynamics to go with it. Warren Gilbert knows how to get the maximum out of that car as he feints towards the inside, not close enough to challenge Paul Bailey. They'll have to be wary of Tom Opel here because he is mega in this part of the lap as the KTM down on the brakes in towards Augies. Is Walpole close enough to challenge? No, not quite. He might give it a go to Williams if he's able to carry the momentum, as we know that he has done on previous laps. Indeed, the KTM not being shaken off at this stage, and possibly just emerging there. Still Tom Rawlings out front, who did the fastest lap of the race last time through, and is probably, as he clips through, about to do yet another one. a personal best, it'll be about 4 seconds to lap score. Behind them, TTH is being led by Michael Orrit. He's got a little under 2.5 seconds behind him before the in third.